Alright, what is up gamers and YouTubers? JC here back, and today I'm finally bringing you my review and unboxing of the Avermedia Live Gamer HD and my thoughts about it, and just gonna give you a little bit of a spoiler. I think it's amazing. But some of the gameplay you'll be seeing in the background is Arma 3 beta. It's a really great game, and I might be doing some videos on it later on. But this game has been recorded at full 1080p with the Live Gamer HD. It is a PC game, by the way, guys. But anyway, on to the unboxing, then I'll tell you guys what I think about the card. Alright guys, so first impressions of this, first I want to apologize for the lighting in this video. This was also my first unboxing of it all, but the first impressions of it, it comes in a very nice box. All the details are on the side of the box. The box itself is within a box, in a box, in a box. Not really that many boxes, but it's in a box. The details are all on the side. You guys might not be able to read it, but it's very good. And I'm going to tell you here, probably because I'll be speeding up the footage a little bit, possibly. But let's get into like the what's in the box. For one, you get your Avermedia Live Gamer HD, which is a PCI Express by one slot. It uses PCI Express, sorry, and so you have to have a free slot in your computer, which I'll show you that later. Also, it comes with the quick start guide, installation CD, which I recommend getting the latest Rec Central from their website and not using the installation CD because you gain so much more, which I'll talk about in a bit. You get the Rec Central hot button, which is one of my favorite things about this whole device. You get an DVI to HDMI adapter, a 6-foot HDMI cable, an HDMI to DVI cable, a 3-foot male stereo cable, and a 3-month gift certificate to XSplit Premium for, of course, people that are really hardcore about what they want to do with streaming and stuff like that. But let me think. Okay, so the audio cable is so that you'll be able to plug your audio from like your computer if you're using the audio out from like your set of speakers, or if you have a sound card in your computer, you can plug it straight into the capture card so that your capture card will record from that audio. It also has a spare mic input if you're using a 3.5 millimeter mic input. If you're using a USB mic, the software will also accept that, which I'll talk about later in the review portion of this video. And as you can see right now is just the look at all the cables that you get. Like I said, the 6-foot HDMI cable and a bunch more cables in there. When I was unboxing this, I didn't really know what this was. This was the male audio cable. And you got your DVI to HDMI adapter. And then you got your I was wrong. It was the other way around. That was your HDMI to DVI adapter, sorry. That's for people that don't have a HDMI output on their computer, but they would still like to record the picture, which you can do by, of course, using the DVI to the HDMI, because the back of the card is full HDMI. It has 2 HDMI ports. One is an in, one is an out to go. One takes in from your console or your PC. The other one goes to your monitor, of course. And this is the device itself, using a single PCIe lane. I'm sorry. It's got a little plastic on there, but it's okay. You actually want to take that off before actually using the card, because you might end up melting. I don't know how hot this thing actually gets, but as you can see here, this is the face of the card. As you can see there, you got your in and your out and your audio and your mic cable. And the hot button, which I'm going to pull out here a second. Now, the hot button allows you to start and stop recording by pressing it or slamming your face on it. I don't use my face, I use my hand. You slap your hand on there, it'll start glowing to signify that it's recording, and then you hit it again and it will stop glowing to signify that it's not recording. And it uses just a standard USB 2.0 port to power that. Alright guys, and on to the installation. And in this little clip here I kind of play around because I don't know what I'm doing in this unboxing. I'm trying to point out some of the stuff in my computer. My wire management is a mess, especially since I got that liquid cooling unit in there. And also guys, my computer specs will be in the description below if you're curious on what I have in this bad boy. I'm also going to be doing a separate video on that later. But as you can see, I'm showing off the PCI Express lanes and my GeForce GTX 660 right there, which is a beast. And I'm very happy with this current build. I would like eventually the graphics to get a little better, which they probably will. But so far the computer is a beast, and it was very reasonably priced. But this slot right here is where I'm going to be plugging in the Avermedia Live Gamer HD. As you can see, now it's plugged in. All you have to do is slide it down in there. You don't need to use a lane that big. That was a 16-pin lane. You only need a single pin lane, or that's not called a pin, but I forget what it's actually called, guys. For you tech fans out there, I know you're going to be correcting me, but I really hope you enjoy that. And now guys, on to my review and what I really think about this card. What I think about this card, I've had this card for probably about a month now, and I've been very happy with it. Originally when I started with it, I had no idea what I was doing with it because I ran into some software issues, which I found an easy fix for. First thing I did was I went straight to Avermedia site to download the latest version of Rec Central, which gave me a huge improvement from the default software that came with it. With the default software, you can record in full 1080p 30 frames a second with HDMI cable. Now, what you get with this capture card, straight off the bat, even with the default software, allows you to record in 20,000 kilobits per second. On top of your 1080p. That's just like the frame buffers per second, basically, giving it the better quality, less blur and pixelation when you move. It looks so much better. Most capture cards out there right now, I know for a fact, the Elgato and the Roxio Game Capture HD only records in 15,000 kilobits a second. So to have 20,000 is fantastic. But when you go to the website and you download their latest software, you can then record in 60,000 kilobits per second, or 6 megabits per second, which is a lot easier to say. So I'm going to say 6 megabits per second, which I love recording in. Another thing is, when you're playing PC games, you have you're recording with this capture card itself, recording through a capture card. The performance is great because all the encoding is actually done right on the card instead of actually using your computer to do all the processing. So when you record with this card, it takes the load off of your computer. If you were recording with Fraps or Dxitory for a PC game, you would lose 15 to 20 frames per second while recording. With this card, you lose 0 frames per second, which allows you to crank those settings up on that game even higher so that you can give your viewers a higher rating. Now, for those people out there that don't have, that room in their computer, or don't even have a good computer, don't worry. I will highly recommend that you get the Avermedia Live Gamer Portable. And I want to mention this because I haven't mentioned it before. I'm not sponsored by Avermedia in any way, and I'm just endorsing their product because I feel it's that good. People have asked me what product I felt was good. I've said in the past it was the Roxio HD, but I didn't know, at that time I didn't know about Avermedia, and so I wanted to bring you guys this video to give you the my proper opinion on Avermedia. And things like the Roxio Game Capture HD and Elgato are just mere pawns in this capture card world, where Avermedia takes king on them all. With their portable, is very good for starting, as well as higher YouTubers. I don't know where I want to say that. If you're starting or you're already in YouTube but you want to bring better quality, the Avermedia Portable, unless you have the room in your computer, I just recommend getting this one simply because you get the hot button and it's amazing. By the way, guys, the links for these cards will be in the description. Will be for Amazon. Go check them out, and you guys can make the choice to yourself. If you have the room in your computer, like I said, be sure just try out the Avermedia Live Gamer HD, the one that actually goes in your computer, if you have the room in it, because it's just nice and very satisfactory to be able to hit that button and know you're recording, and then hit it again and know you've stopped recording. And not to mention, it syncs up your audio for your commentary. When you're doing a live commentary on a video, you can link your mic straight to the recording, so that when you hit that button, you're recording your gameplay and your mic audio all at once, giving you a nice synced audio with your gameplay, so you don't have to worry about that later in editing. It will record on 2 separate files, so you can choose to use it or not. Also, guys, talking about the problem that I ran into, it was that when I tried to record originally, I was trying to record PC gameplay to start, and I was having some FPS issues on my video. Not during the game. I had no FPS problems during the game because all the encoding was done on the card, which I love. But the problem I ran into was the FPS issues on the video afterwards. It would be like 15 frames a second, 20 frames a second, something like that, when I was recording at 1080p at supposed to be 30 frames a second. So I looked at the settings, and there's a setting for PC recording, that's what I had it set on. So I said, alright, well, let's see if we can record some console gameplay. So I switched the setting to console gameplay, switched it to say it was going to record from a console at 1080p at 30 frames a second at a 6 megabit per second clarity. So I started recording some gameplay on my console, and I had perfect. It was perfect. It was completely flawless. So I was like, well, there's only one thing I can try. So I attempted to record with the setting as it was recording from console. I recorded from my PC with that setting, same settings that I used for my console, and it came out just fine. So that's the only workaround that there is right now. I have heard of a couple of people that have the same problem, but it's not that big of a problem. It's a small software error, but like I said, there's still easy workaround for it. But guys, I highly recommend this card. I'm very happy with it, and that's why I'm bringing you guys 1080p videos from now on. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found this information helpful for all you tech fans out there. If you haven't seen my channel yet, you come across before, be sure to go check out my channel. And if you enjoy the stuff you've seen, hit that like button and become part of the Reaper Pack today by subscribing. But for everyone out there that's wanting to start YouTube, check out the Avermedia Live Gamer Portable. If you have the room in your computer for this one, the Avermedia Live Gamer HD, be sure to check this one out as well. Their prices are very competitive out there with all the other capture cards, and I can guarantee you guys that this brings you the best out there. Avermedia is the best. Alright guys, that's going to be all for today. I hope you enjoyed this, and stay tuned for my PC reveal. Like I said, I'll have my specs in the description just so you guys can see what's in my box, and what's in my box is not actually supposed to be in my box. It's a little too much for it, which I'll talk about in a later video. But anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you have, hit that like button. And like I said, if you're new to my videos, be sure to subscribe. This has been JC. Peace.